What is holding you back from taking on a role at the Toastmasters meeting? Do you feel like you might make a mistake? Or do you feel like you might make a fool of yourself if you don't know something or if you forget something? If you want to grow, you need to get over any fear you have of making mistakes. That's a quote from John Maxwell. And I just want to assure you that 80% of your success is when you make a decision. Only 20% of your success is your action. And then it's up to you if you take that action or not. But congratulate yourself right now because you made yourself successful just to join Toastmasters. Isn't that incredible? Have you ever thought about it this way? Because you don't wake up in the morning and you say, I'm just bored, how about I go to Toastmasters? You woke up one morning and you said, you know what? I don't want to live anymore in that fear of public speaking. Or I want to improve my English language. Or maybe you want to improve your leadership skills, whatever it is. So you might be asking, well, where can I start? Or how can I do it? Because many times people start with speech. So what I can tell you, just be genuine and be yourself. What you can do, tell your story. What you know the best is yourself. Don't try to make up technical things or your job, what you are doing right now. Go to your personal story. People can connect with that. Many times we are trying to reinvent the wheel. There is so many things we can do and we make it too complicated. You know, I learned if I make something simple, I give opportunity and permission to other person to do the same thing. And how I learned that? In the past 11 years, over a decade, I was a personal trainer and nutrition coach. What I found, how I retained so many of my clients weren't for 1 month or 2 months. I had clients for 8 years and more. And I was wondering why. Because I was trying to make, or I was learning to make my clients to be independent, not dependent. And interestingly enough, they stayed with me for a long time. My goal was constantly to teach them in the way that when I left for vacation for a month, sometimes I left even for a year, they were able to work out on their own. And my goal is for each of you at Toastmasters to take that role, what you just learned, or club officer role, practice it, apply it, that you are able to teach it somebody else. Because if I make it so complicated for you, you will say, you know what? I will never learn what she just taught me. I'd better quit. So my motto is don't make it complicated, make it duplicatable or duplicated. I want to share a quick story with our member, Jessie, because each of you, some of you are new, some of you are here a long time. Each of you have a mentor. And mentor's role is to guide you, to give you tools, and to encourage you. Let me tell you, Jessie is with our club for a few months, and I never chased Jessie, and I wasn't calling her, Jessie, let's go, let's do speech. When are you gonna do it? How did you do it? Let me check it. No, she asked me, she called me and she says, Eva, do you have a moment to speak to me? I would like to do my speech. She came always prepared. For every role she took on, she came prepared. She just asked me for pointers. And I realized she was my big inspiration for this speech. I realized I wasn't chasing after her. It's everywhere in life. It's not only at Toastmasters. I wasn't chasing after her. She was so inspired to be better herself, to self-develop herself, that she was asking for help. She was asking to be guided. Don't be afraid to ask for help because nobody does anything perfect from the beginning. The perfection comes later in life when we practice over our mistakes. So don't be afraid to do mistakes. Don't compare yourself with Vesna, Alec, or anyone else in the group because everyone has a special gift, what they can do. What they know, you might know. What they don't know, you might know, or the other way around. I truly want for each of you, if you're in the club for 10 days or 10 months, I want you to know that you are playing a big part in this club, because this club wouldn't exist without club officers, members, and guests. Some guests will stay for one meeting, some of them will stay forever. And club officers, new club officers, just pat yourself on the back, because you might think, oh, it's just a small role. It's still a big role because it wouldn't be possible without you. Some people will come only for that one meeting. Some people will come for a few months. And you took that responsibility and commitment for 1 year to be supporting this club and make this club very successful. Now, I want to share a quick story of mine. When I was nominated for president, my first answer was no, I'm not taking that role. Actually, that wasn't only once. I think I said that 3 times. And then I asked myself, why did I say no? Why I'm saying constantly no to this big role? It seems like a big role, but you know, I said to Vesna, I'll take that role on if you help me. Can you help me, please? And Vesna said, of course we will help you, Eva. And I thought, you know what? It feels so good when I know I have a support there. So don't be afraid to ask. If you're not sure how to do a Toastmasters role or chairperson role or evaluation, just make sure to reach out, ask for help. And I would like to leave you with a quote from James Joyce. Mistakes are the portals of discovery. Don't be afraid to do mistakes on this journey of Toastmasters. Madam Toastmasters.